said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Volunteers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. On the ground, it's Young. Picks up the first down, still moving. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed, stuff you can't coach you see.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Fighting off the defender. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That penalty has them set up with a 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 8th play of the drive coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gamble. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Touchdown, Vols! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Carry-On. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looks as if he's going to run it. Turning it on! A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
the speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both. And intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two. Sweet spin, and he's free. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Wilson to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll try the run. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Canes getting set on first and 10. Looking for room. It's Lyle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Wilson will throw. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Newton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one. Finds some space. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to throw. It's Underwood. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Cherry. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Throws to the tight end. Got it on the outside. It's Davis. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Lewis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Handoff from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Lewis. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Vols headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Moves around to clear up the vision. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in. holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. The give. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll pass on the field goal and take another shot at the end zone before the half. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Tennessee! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect the ball.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the move, it's Young. Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on you on second down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Lyle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play. Now, 4th down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do some. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And the Volunteers are in the hurry up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Got a man. It's Jefferson.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the 1st down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wilson to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Young. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Here we go.
On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. He wants to change this route. Takes it from the gun on third down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that fourth down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. Their defense has given them a chance. Let's see what they can do.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Steps away to find some room. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's got an open man. bulldozes his way through. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge.
Touchdown Vols! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Anderson will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lyle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. I'm sure the play is complex, but it doesn't involve the official also throwing a flag in the middle of it. 1st and 25. He's looking to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wilson will throw. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Trying play action. Here's a heat. And down he goes. Had a chance to pour one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.